Harper's Magazine has been a favorite of mine for decades because the writing is unbelievable. You'll start a story on some topic you don't even think you're interested in, and by the middle of the story, you are just engrossed, and by the end, you've learned so much that you wouldn't have otherwise learned. The whole magazine is filled with nothing but top-notch writing about, all the subjects that we're facing currently. It's a wonderful, wonderful resource. But recently, they've started putting ads right there in the very front. When you open the cover, it's got a big pig and it's PETA, and it says, let's live in a world where we don't harm any animals. And it's that kind of fantasy that, introduced into the magazine. If it was something like white supremacy, let's do that. They wouldn't, because that's an obvious detrimental fantasy. But this fantasy, everybody thinks, well, that's good, but it's not. It's equally detrimental because we're not going to live in a world where we don't eat meat, where we don't eat animals, and we're not really those kinds of people who, who don't harm other things for their own benefit. That's who we are. And to gloss over that as if it's not true is to not see the world as it is, which is one thing that Harper's tries really hard to do. We are brutal, mean people, and we always will be, and we're learning how to live together. For what? What's our point? Well, it used to be religion, but that's sort of fallen by the wayside, so what is it now? It's to, in my opinion, move humanity, move intelligence, move understanding, move consciousness off the planet and into the rest of the galaxy. And so that, that can be our overriding understanding of how we need to come together, who we need to, treat as part of our community, and what we are as people. And that's how we can make our choices, just like we used religion in the past. And that was imperfect, and this will be imperfect, but it will move us forward. The perfect world where we don't harm anything is not, it doesn't exist. It's just a place that people create in their minds to make themselves feel better. And that's important. Feeling better is important. But then you have to move away from that illusion of safety that you need to recuperate and get back into the real world. And Harper's has always been wonderfully about the real world. And I hope they'll come around on this pretty soon, and that we all will, and realize that, yes, we eat other animals eat each other. That brutality is part of the world. It's the other side of the beauty, but they're connected and they're one.